If you enjoy being alone, there's a good chance you've been misunderstood more times than you can count. People may have called you distant, shy, antisocial, or even cold. In a world that celebrates constant connection, loud energy, and being out there, choosing solitude can look like something is missing. But psychology shows the opposite is often true. The ability to be alone and actually enjoy it is not a weakness. It's a rare form of emotional independence. It means your mind works in a deeper, more self-sufficient way than most people realize. Because when you don't need noise to feel okay, when you don't need constant validation, when you can sit with your own thoughts without running away from them, you're not disconnected, you're internally strong. So, if being alone feels natural to you, here are 5 rare psychological traits you probably have. Number 1. You have a strong sense of self. Research in personality psychology shows that people who are comfortable being alone often have a clearer self-concept. In simple terms, you know who you are without needing other people to reflect it back to you. Many people rely on social interaction to define their mood, their worth, and even their identity. They feel good when they're included and lost when they're not. But if you enjoy your own company, it means your identity isn't built on constant external feedback. You don't need to be surrounded by people to feel real. For example, while others might feel restless sitting alone in a cafe, you can spend that same time thinking, observing, or simply being present. You don't feel the urge to check your phone every 30 seconds just to feel connected. That's not isolation, that's self. This is a rare strength because it means you make decisions based on what you truly want, not what will be accepted or approved. Number 2. Your mind processes things deeply. Psychology shows that people who value solitude often have higher levels of introspection. You don't just experience life, you reflect on it. You replay conversations in your head, not because you're socially anxious, but because you analyze meaning. You think about your future, your past, your emotions, and your growth. You connect patterns, you notice details others miss. While the world moves fast, your mind goes deep. This is why you might need time alone after socializing, not because you didn't enjoy it, but because your brain is still processing everything. And that depth allows you to understand yourself and others on a level that many people never reach. It also makes you more emotionally intelligent. You don't just react, you reflect. Number 3. You are emotionally independent. Research on emotional regulation suggests that people who are comfortable alone are better at managing their own feelings. You don't always look for someone to fix your mood. When something hurts, you sit with it. When something confuses you, you think through it. When life feels overwhelming, you retreat not to escape, but to reset. That's not avoidance. That's self-regulation. You've learned how to calm yourself without needing constant reassurance. And that means your happiness isn't controlled by who texts you back, who invites you out, or who stays in your life. You choose connection, but you don't depend on it to feel whole. And that's incredibly rare. Number 4. You have a highly creative inner world. Psychology has long linked solitude with creativity. When your brain isn't overloaded with external stimulation, it starts to generate its own. This is why your best ideas come when you're alone, walking, lying in bed, listening to music, or doing something quiet. Your imagination becomes active because it finally has space. You create scenarios in your mind. You reflect on meaning. You think about possibilities. You notice beauty in small things. And while others are constantly searching for entertainment, your mind becomes your environment. This also means you're less afraid of boredom, because for you, being alone is never empty. It's where your most original thoughts are born. Number 5. You value real connection over constant connection. Here's something important. Enjoying solitude does not mean you don't like people. It means you don't like shallow interaction. Research shows that people who are comfortable alone tend to prefer fewer, deeper relationships rather than many surface-level ones. You don't want to talk just to fill silence. You don't want to be around people just to avoid being alone. You want conversations that mean something. You want presence, not noise. This is why you may have a small circle or sometimes none for a period of time and still feel okay. Because for you, connection is about depth, not frequency. And when you do bond with someone, it's real. It's intentional. It's rare. So if you've ever felt like something was wrong with you because you enjoy being alone, understand this. You're not missing out. You're not socially behind. You're not too quiet. You're someone who has learned how to exist without constant distraction. Someone who has built a relationship with their own mind. Someone who doesn't need to escape themselves. And that is a level of self-awareness many people spend their entire lives trying to reach. Your solitude is not emptiness. It's space. Space to think. Space to heal. Space to grow. Space to be exactly who you are without performance. So the next time someone labels you as distant or antisocial, remember this. You're not withdrawing from the world. You're choosing depth over noise. And if this video made you feel seen, if it put into words something you've always felt but never heard explained, then this channel is for you. Subscribe for more psychology insights that help you understand yourself on a deeper level, because the more you understand your nature, the more powerful it becomes.